Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today to continue with the Scorpio season, the tarot readings for the Scorpio idols. I'm going to be reading for ATEEZ leader for Hongjoong. So yes, let's begin with this reading. He got the cards of Temperance, the Tower, the Emperor, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, and then I put an extra card to clarify this Page of Swords, and we have the King of Wands. And then from the Oracle, he got the card of Saturn in Pisces, Loss. So it's very interesting how he got so many major arcanas. Definitely, I think that Scorpio season is seasoning for him. There seems to be a lot of healing, but also a lot of moments of instability, I would say, like a lot of things, probably because he's busy, like he had always been busy, but there's something about him, maybe his well-being is a bit, is being sacrificed for him to achieve something. There's something about, maybe, the ability to have a sort of balance. But I feel like it's more personally, when I see the Temperance and the Tower, it does give me that. It shows me that probably, things that he had been considerate about, or probably his attitude towards some people and situations and just trying to be patient and understanding. Probably those days are gone. Like probably he had been experiencing this lack of patience or this, like really from inside his heart, his mind, just like, when things don't go the way he wants to, or when he doesn't receive the answer that he expects, he's sort of like cutting connections, or he's just ending situations that he's like, okay, this is not good for me nor the group. Because we, in the middle of the reading, we have the Emperor. So, of course, that we know that he is a leader. But in this case, I think that him in this period of his life, probably he's becoming this leader that is fearless, that, I don't know, there's something about him feeling very powerful, like him feeling very proud and very stable. Like a bit stubborn, I would say, like a bit merciless. Also, I would say, like he's ready to cut some people out of his life. Like this is the vibe that I'm feeling, that because the Temperance and the Tower, it's very strong energy. It's like, okay, you try to do yoga, meditation, and being compassive and understanding and empathic, but you're like, I'm done with this. Like, this is BS. I'm done. This hasn't been working. I don't want to be understanding anymore. I want some things to end. I want to destroy something in my life because I feel the need to destroy some things. I feel the need for some things to be over and out of my life. So probably is, setting some boundaries, and also being a bit much more assertive about what he wants and what he doesn't want. He's feeling very powerful, also very motivated. There's something about him really taking the control, taking the power this time. He's like, I don't care. Like, this is my moment. This is my group's moment. And yeah, things are not easy, but this is my poster and nobody's moving me from here. So there's a strong sense of ownership at the same time, and him really feeling, I know that I believe that the fans call him the captain. So it does make sense. I do see him like embodying this energy. of like, okay, yeah, like I am the, I'm the leader. I'm the one that commands this ship. So, but also, with all these swords, definitely, I think that there's something about Hongjoong that I'm like, um, I'm I'm amazed how I cannot see his emotional side. Like I know that he has an emotional side. I know that he's sensitive, but whenever I read for him, I only get swords. So I think about how intelligent the guy is and how clever he is and how studious he is. There's something about him never resting, never resting. His mind is not resting. He's always creating. He's always thinking about new things to do. He never runs out of ideas. And it's interesting because I think that sometimes in order for him to create, it seems like he destroys the little piece that he's able to get. Because I keep going back to this temperance and the tower, and I'm like, the guy definitely like goes through extremes or goes through difficult emotions or situations in order to get inspiration. For him it's all that intense. I think that you can see his intensity in the way he works. But I'm also very, very curious how I cannot see something from his personal side. I always see this leader, being working, and this leader being effective and being amazing, and hear him, taking the power. So I wonder how many areas of his life he postpones in order to achieve this. You know. But and also it feels very lonely, honestly. Like it feels like, and with this I think that I don't think he's lonely. I think that he just wants to be left alone. There's something about, when he's connecting with his art, I see him in this emperor being like, this is my creation. I created this. I am creating this. So let me be. So either the guy is a workaholic, because I'm an ATEEZ, but I don't know much about ATEEZ. I don't follow them except when there's an MV coming out or there's some content, but I usually don't have much time to follow everything that they do. But they are my favorite group, definitely. And seeing this energy really makes me proud, because I love to see him embodying this emperor. But I also I also cannot help to look at, the temperance and the tower, and thinking about, what does he sacrifices, what does he sacrifice in order to be in this power, in this center. I think that it must be very exhausting, and it must be very stressing to be him, honestly. But he's doing well. He's going to get the results that he wants. Also, he has the page of swords. So I clarified this page of swords because I was like, okay, who is this person, or is it him? And I think that probably he could like have a collaboration with someone or be working with someone, and for the first time, like him allowing himself to join forces with someone, because I think that he's a bit distrustful about like okay, who do I share my stuff with? His creations are very personal. And he's a guy that he knows that he's very smart. There's something about him. He really like knows that he has the intelligence. So this is why he's like, what is mine is mine. I don't share it with others, or what is mine is for the group. Like I don't share it with others. But there could be someone that is interested in, buying some of his creations, or really wanted him to create something for them. I could see with this page of swords, I could see with this King of Wands, someone, you know, an authority, a CEO, a business person, you know, being like, you know, we are interested in your creative mind. We are interested in the way you make things for your group, and we really want you with us. We want your work. We want your inspiration. So yeah, I don't know how he will react to this. Probably, I don't know if maybe it has to do with him participating and being a sort of judge. Because I see a lot of source, so I'm thinking like, you know, him giving his opinions or him talking about his ideas, and everything is very intellectual. You know, it's all about the capacity to observe and to judge, and also to, you know, come up with a concept maybe. So yeah, I think that they are very interested in the way he does so much with the little that he's given. You know, it seems like the guy is his own production team. You know, like he's like, and I know that probably he's not alone. There's other people, but he's the one that at the end he closes the idea. But yeah, here with the card of the oracle, you know, Saturn in Pisces, loss. I think that maybe there's something about him really fearing loss. I mean, or to lose. I definitely think that feeling is very known to him. This is why he holds on so tight to what he does and what he owns and what the group owns, because there's a lot of dishonesty, there's a lot of maybe a lot of thieves or robbers, you know, people trying to steal from him. So there's something about him holding very tight to what is his and putting his name on it. So even though, you know, some offers can be tempting and they can also be good for the group, he's still going to be, you know, facing this fear of loss, you know, or maybe if this has to do with the group's comeback, he sort of expects for them to lose something. Like he's like, I think that there's here with this Saturn in Pisces, there's a bit of heavy like pessimism, you know, in the sense that he's like, oh yeah, we're used to losing. We are used to losing. But he also acknowledges that they don't lose because they are bad or there's something that they are lacking in, you know. Actually, I think that there are some things that are not okay, you know, and I think that if you are a fan, maybe you get this feeling, you know, of I feel like something is not fair in here, you know, when it comes to numbers and some situations. So he sort of expects the group to lose something. Like he's like, I know we know that what we're facing, you know, we know what we're facing. So there's something about like, yeah, we know that we lose some things in the way, in the process of trying to be our best. So he's sort of a bit of a pessimist in that sense, but also there's a bit of realism, because, you know, this card of loss, it talks about the 12th house, the Pisces energy. So I think that Hongjoong is even though he tries to remain logical, he's a very intuitive person. He is a Scorpio, so he has this very deep understanding of the things that are hidden, you know, things that are not being shown. And he knows, you know, he sort of guesses what some deals are about. So he's like, you know, it's okay. We can lose from time to time. It's okay. This is not going to affect the way we view ourselves, because since he is represented here by the emperor, definitely He feels and he's like at peace and he's comfortable in the idea that he knows that they are the best, or he knows that they always try to be the best, even when conditions are not the best or they don't get many benefits. I think that they are like, we really are, we had gone through a lot of conflicts and we are still here. We are still here, even when people try to dismiss us or try to, get us out of the way. We are still here. We still matter. And people keep talking about us, and also when I see all these swords, and I think about, how intelligent he is, there's something about him also being very intelligent when it comes to what the audience says of him and the group. There's something about him checking that out all the time. And this is not to check like, okay, like, am I popular? No, this is more about him checking, like, the facts, like the reviews, like how does people that are not 18s feel about us when they see us, when they work with us, when they watch our performances, what is, the general experience like. And every experience, even for people that don't know much about them, is highly positive. So he does a research on this as well. So he's like, yeah, we may not have like the awards, but actually we are there. We exist. So yeah, definitely he's a very smart guy. I like it. I like it. I wish I could see something more about his personal life, guys, but I'm not allowed to see it. And also, I think that what I'm seeing is mostly related to his career. And I think that, yeah, we should wait to see what this collaboration is about. But definitely I see him like very ready and being very sharp, because he's like, okay, let's go. Let's start the games again. Let's let the games start one more time. So yeah, guys, this is all I have for him. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.